Okay, hello. Hello, good morning. Good morning to everyone, okay? For today, we will be discussing module 3 of Gec1, Understanding the Self. Okay? Gec 3 Gec1, Understanding the Self, module 3. Okay? Okay. So ang title ng module 3 is Anthropological Perspective of the Self. Okay? So proceed tayo sa learning content ng module ninyo. Okay. Here in the learning content, okay, in anthropology, the self came to be understood as a process that orchestrates an individual's personal experience, following which she becomes self-aware and self-reflective about her or his place in society. Okay? Ayun. So in anthropology, ang anthropology kasi is the scientific study of humanity. Yan ang anthropology, pag-aaral ng mga tao, ng lahat ng humanity. Okay? Ayan orchestrates an individual's personal experience following which she becomes self-aware. Nagiging self-aware siya, nagiging self-reflective siya kung ano yung place niya sa society. Yun ang anthropology. Okay? This chapter seeks to explore the role selfhood plays in defining human society and each human individual in the society. It considers the genetic and cultural origins of self, the role that plays in socialization and language, and the types of self we generate in our individual journeys to and through adulthood. Okay? So, proceed tayo dito sa anthropology. Pagka sinabing anthropology, it is the study of human societies and cultures and their development. Take note of that, okay? Study of human societies and cultures and their development. So, yun nga yung pagkakasabi ko sa inyo kanina, di ba? Pagka sinabing anthropology, it is the scientific study of humanity. Yun na yun. Tapos, meron pang isang meaning dito. It is concerned with how cultural and biological processes interact to shape human experience. So, yun. Yun. Sinabi na naman dito, cultural. Pagka sinabing cultural, yung kultura, okay, yung kung paano tayo mamuhay, okay, kung paano, yun, kulturang Pilipino. Ano ba ang kulturang Pilipino? Ang kulturang Pilipino, sila ay tahimik, 'di ba? Namumuhay sila ng tahimik. Ano pa, nahihiya sila kapag may mga dayo, nahihiya sila, wine-welcome nila, 'di ba? Ganun. And biological processes interact to shape human experience. Pagka sinabing biological processes, yung kung ano ba yung itsura natin, kung ano ba ang pagkatao natin, okay? Pagka sinabing biological, pagka sinabing biological, yung ano mo, yung pagkatao mo, yung ikaw, kunwari, matangkad ka ba, o ano ka ba, ganon. Ganon yun. Okay? Interact to shape human experience. Ito raw, itong cultural and biological processes interact to shape human experience. Sinashape niya yung human experience. So, anthropology ito. Kailangan naintindihan nyo ito, okay? Uulitin ko, the study of human societies and cultures and their development. We have anthropology, okay? Okay, proceed tayo dito sa, okay, self as embedded in culture. Pagka sinabing self as an embedded in culture, okay? Yung sarili natin, naka naka-attach na siya sa kultura. Okay? Dito sinasabi dito, self-concept refers to all understanding and knowledge of oneself. Yun yung self-concept. Refers to understanding and knowledge of oneself. Meron tayong pagkaunawa or meron tayong knowledge sa sarili natin. The components of self-concepts include, okay, ito yung mga components. Number 1, we have psychological. Number 2, physical and social attitudes. Number 3, ideas and beliefs that one has. So itong mga ito yung mga components ng self-concepts. Ulitin ko Number one, we have psychological. What is psychological? Again, psychological, yung pag-aaral ng behavior ng tao ito, ng ugali, ng attitude ng isang tao. Pagka sinabing physical, yung physical aspects natin, maganda siya, gwapo siya, okay, ang ganda ng buhok niya. Ganon. So, more on looks ito, pagpa-physical. And kapag social attitudes naman, ito yung ugali natin kung paano tayo makasalamuha sa tao, paano yung behavior natin. Okay? And ideas and beliefs that one has. Ibig sabihin ng ideas and beliefs is ito yung mga paniniwala natin, ito yung mga, 'di ba? O kung naniniwala kayo sa mga kung ano paniniwala, o kunwari naniniwala kayo sa anting-anting, o nasa sa inyo yun. Naniniwala kayo sa ganun, kahit di naman totoo, o paniniwala yun, ganun. Okay, itong mga ito yung mga components ng self-concepts natin. Okay, kunwari ako, paniniwala ko may Diyos. Yung self-concept ko yun. Ganun kayo, paniniwala nyo may Diyos. Self-concept nyo yun. Okay? So, proceed ko na dito. The influence in terms of self-concept is family's history. So, kaya tayo nagkakaroon ng self-concept. Ano ulit yung self-concept? Yung psychological, physical, and social attitudes, ideas, and beliefs that one has. Itong apat na ito ng components ng self-concepts, bakit mayroon tayo nito? Sabi dito, the most influence in terms of social concept is family history. Yun pala yun. Dahil sa background family natin, kaya nagkakaroon tayo ng psychological, kung paano tayo mag-behave. Nakuha natin sa family yun. Yung physical natin, syempre, kanino pa ba tayo magmamana? Ampon ba tayo? Lalo na kung hindi kayo ampon, okay? Syempre, yung physical ninyo, makukuha ninyo sa nanay at tatay ninyo. Yung social attitudes ninyo, kung paano kayo makisalamuha. Syempre, ang unang-unang nagturo sa inyo, yung parents ninyo, anak, huwag kang malikot. Anak, huwag kang maingay kapag may bisita tayo. Yung mga yon ang tinuturo sa atin. Okay? So, ideas and beliefs that one has, o yung lola ninyo, tinuruan kayo na kapag ganito, kapag piyesta ng ganito, ganyan ang gagawin natin, o kung ano maghahanda tayo, mga ganun, mga paniniwala natin yan, na nanggaling sa pamilya natin yan. The most influence in terms of self-concept is our family. Okay? Family history. Basically, referring to the culture one has been brought up in and the experiences he or she has undergone. So, lahat ng mga experiences niya na tinahak niya, galing daw sa pamilya yan. Various studies has been carried out concerning the impact culture may have towards self-concept. One such study was carried out by Erdman 2006 using American and Chinese students. Nag-experiment siya using American and Chinese students, requesting them to recall memories and events of their early years. So, pina-recall daw niya yung mga alaala nila nung early years nila, nung kabataan ba nila o nung unang panahon nila. Okay? Sabi dito, of childhood. Yun nga, yung early memories nila ng childhood. In his study, Erdman found out that early childhood memories were a big part of self-concept. So kung ano ka nung lumaki ka nung bata ka, kung sino yung mga nakasalumuha mo nung bata ka, nakalaro mo, okay? Sabi dito, early childhood memories were a big part of self-concepts. So mahalaga yung childhood memory natin. Kaya kinakailangan maganda ang upbringing natin sa childhood natin. Kasi big part siya ng self-concept natin. Again, ano yung self-concept natin? Yung sariling yung sarili natin mismo self-concept. Okay? Okay. So the findings demonstrated that different cultural memories are brought up. I'm sorry. The findings demonstrated that different cultural memories are brought about by early childhood years and persist into adulthood. The differences are formed both in the extended cultural context, which defines the meaning of the self, and the immediate family environment. Ayun. In mga different cultural memories are brought about by early childhood years and persist into adulthood, meaning Meaning, kaya tayo nagiging adult, kung ano tayo ngayon is dahil dun sa pagkabata natin yun. Okay? Kung ano yung kinalakihan mo nung pagkabata ka, may impact yon sa pagiging adult natin. Okay? Okay. So the differences are formed both in the extended cultural context, which defines the meaning of the self and the immediate family environment. Ayun. So big factor din yung immediate family environment. So ang nag-shape sa atin is yung self natin at yung family environment natin. Okay? In conclusion, culture has such a greater influence on an individual's life, contributing majorly to the concept of an individual. Ayun. So culture, yung kultura na naman natin, yung kaugalian, paniniwala, has such a greater influence. May great influence, mas angat yung impluwensya niya sa atin, yung impluwensya niya sa one's individual's life, contributing majorly to the self-concept of an individual. So yun pala yung greater influence. Ano yung greater influence na yon na nakaka-influence sa individual's life, na nakaka-contribute sa self-concept ng isang individual? Ano yon? Yun yung culture. Okay? The influence might either be negative or positive depending on the type of culture that one has been brought up in. So yun, it depende kung positive or negative yung culture na in-inject sa atin. Okay, kung ang culture na yan is maganda, okay, ang kultura kasi ng mga, ano ba ang kultura ng mga sinaunang Pilipino kasi noon? Kunwari kami, okay, ang kultura kasi namin, kapag mali ang anak, gano, pinapalo ng belt or hinahampas. Okay. Okay, so wait muna tayo. Nag-chat si President. Sir Jeff, pero po bang kunin kung paano po nung exam namin? Hindi ko naintindihan. Okay, so i-chat ko siya babaya, okay? Okay. Okay, so ayun na. Okay, so yun, huwag kayo mawawala doon na, okay? Yung culture daw has greater influence on an individual's life, contributing majorly to the self-concept of an individual. The influence might either be negative or positive depending on the type of culture that one has been brought up in. Ayun. So whether good or bad, depende yon. May malaking influence yon. It is important that individuals study and appreciate their culture and its contribution in shaping their individual personalities. Okay? Ayun. Importante daw na ang mga individuals ay pinag-aaralan daw nila at na-appreciate nila yung kultura nila, na kung ano yung culture na yon, nagko-contribute kasi every culture kasi nagko-contribute kasi yun sa shaping ng kanilang individual personalities. Okay? So, ganon. Okay? So, culture is the set of unwritten norms of conduct that guide the behavior of a group. Set of unwritten norms of conduct that guide the behavior of a group. Ayun. So, unwritten norms, culture. Sinusulat ba ang culture? Hindi. Paano natin napag-aralan yung, kunwari, kultura ng Pinoy, meron silang piyesta. Yun ang kultura nila. Ano ba nila yan? Sinusulat ba nila yun? Kapag ka magpipiesta tayo, isusulat natin. Ito ang gagawin natin. Hindi ganoon. Okay? So, through interaction, through communication, yun ang culture. Okay. So, si Edward Taylor defined the culture that it is a complex whole which includes knowledge, belief, art, morals, law, customs, and any other capabilities and habits acquired by man. Okay, ulitin ko. Sabi ni Edward Taylor, siya daw yung nag-define ng culture that it is a complex whole which includes knowledge, belief, art, morals, law, customs, and any other capabilities and habits acquired by men. Ayun yung definition ng culture. Definition ng culture according to Edward Taylor. Ayun. Ano daw siya? Malawak, complex. Pagka sinabing complex, malawak ito. Ayun. Including knowledge, beliefs, art, morals, law, customs, yung mga yan daw. Yan daw ang nagde-define sa culture natin. And any other capabilities and habits acquired ng men. Na knowledge, na-acquired ng men knowledge, na-acquired ng men ng belief, paniniwala, na-acquired ng men ang mga arts, mga morals, batas, customs, ayan. Kung ano yung mga na-acquire nilang ganyan, yun yung culture according to Edward Taylor, okay? So, proceed tayo dito sa... Okay. Baho ko na, hindi pa ako naligo. Okay. Okay? So, proceed tayo dito. Material and non-material culture. Bakit merong material culture, merong non-material culture? Okay? Sabi dito, sociologists describe two interrelated aspects of human culture, the physical objects of the culture and the ideas associated with these objects. Material culture refers to the physical objects, resources, and spaces that people use to define their culture. Okay, so ito yung material culture. Refers to the physical objects. Material ito Again, material culture refers to the physical objects, resources, and spaces that people uses to define their culture. Okay. Paano natin i-define yung culture ng isang tao through material culture? Okay? Physical objects. Ano ba yung pagka sinabing Panagbenga Festival? Ano yung physical object doon? 'Di ba flowers? Okay, flower festival. So yung pagka nakita mo yung sa Baguio, may mga nakita kang mga flowers, mga sunflower, ganyan, alam mo na agad na ay itong kultura nila dito, Panagbenga Festival. Ano yung resources? 'Di ba? Pagka sinabing resources, yung mga ari-arian nila, ano ba yung mga nasa ari-arian ng ano ba ang kultura ng Isabela? Okay? Ang kultura ng Isabela, ang ari-arian niyan is yung palay, okay? Yung palay, yung mais, yan. Mga resources na yan. Pagka palay, okay, ano yan? Isabela o kaya Region 2. Region 2 kasi yun palay, di ba? Okay. Region 2 yun. Okay? And spaces that people use to define their culture. This include homes, yun, yung bahay natin, ano yung kultura, yung bahay ng Pinoy. Nung unang panahon, malalaman niyo yung bahay kubo. Pagka sinabing bahay kubo, Pilipino ito. Wala namang bahay kubo sa ibang bansa, 'di ba? Kung meron man, nag-asawa na ng Pinoy 'yon or may mga Philippine blood sila. Pero usually pagka sinabing bahay kubo, pumapasok agad sa isip natin, Filipino culture 'yon. Ayun. Material culture yon, yung bahay kubo. Neighborhoods, yung mga kapitbahay natin. Di ba yung mga kapitbahay natin nakikinood ng TV, nakikichika, nakikichismis, di ba? So yun. So dito lang naman sa Pilipinas may ganon. Di ba may mga chismoso, chismosa. Ganon. So yun yung culture ng material culture ng Philippines. Ano pa? Cities. Ano ba ang meron sa city ng Philippines, lalo dito sa Isabela, ano bang meron? Kawayan, di ba? Schools, ano ba ang culture ng Pilipinas, di ba? Pagka sa schools, may mga K-pop, may mga kung ano-ano na diyan, may TikTokers, di ba? Sa churches, di ba? Philippines is known to be a Christian country. So naniniwala tayo sa Diyos. Unlike sa ibang bansa, hindi sila naniniwala sa Diyos. Synagogues, temples, yan makikita natin, halata mo, mosque, offices, factories. Okay, yung mga office dito sa Philippines, factories, plants, yung mga tanim natin, 'di ba? Again, ano yung unang tanim natin? Yung rice. Okay? Yung rice, yun yung unang tanim natin dito sa Pilipinas. Hindi naman sa una, pero parang yun yung trademark ng ng Philippines. Okay? Tools, means of production, goods and products, stores and so forth. So itong mga ito yung mga material culture. Na kapag ka nakita mo itong mga ito, maaalala mo, Pilipinas ito. Sinigang, Pilipinas ito. Okay? Including food. Okay? Ito yung mga material culture. All of these physical aspects of a culture help to define its members, behaviors, and perceptions. For example, technology is a vital aspect of material culture in Filipino society. Yun, technology. Vital aspect daw ito ng material culture in Filipino society. Students in highly urbanized Okay? Students in highly urbanized cities must learn to use computers to survive in college and business. So dito, students daw, mga students, kayo gumagamit kayo ng computers para makasurvive sa college and business. Totoo naman. Okay? Ang cellphone ba hindi yan computer? Computer yan. Cellphone is considered a computer but hindi siya computer. Hindi siya computer in general. Okay? Pag kasi sinabing computer, from the root word compute, nagko-compute kasi technology that computes, it is a computer. ATM is a computer, right? ATM is a computer. Ano pa? So, pagka sinabing computer kasi, hindi lang siya yung computer na yung may keyboard, may desktop, may mouse. Hindi lang ganon. So, pagka sinabing calculator is a computer kasi nagko-compute siya. Any gadget na nag-a-analyze, pwede natin siyang tawaging computer. Okay? Okay. Sabi dito, students in highly urbanized cities must learn to use computers to survive in college and business. Okay. Kailangan natin technology talaga. Kung wala kayong cellphones, makasurvive pa kayo? Hindi. Kung wala kayong internet, hindi naman computer internet, di ba? Ang ibig ko lang sabihin dito, kailangan natin ng technology. Lalong-lalo na yung computer. Okay? Ganon. In contrast to young adults in the ethnic societies who must learn to build weapons and hunt. Okay. So, young adults in ethnic societies, pagka sinabing ethnic societies, mga tribo-tribo ito. Tribo-tribo ito, mga baryo-baryo tribo. Sabi, who must learn to build weapons to hunt. So, nagbibuild sila ng mga pana, ng mga palakol, ng mga sibat, ganon. Yun yung turo sa mga ethnic societies. Okay? So proceed tayo sa non-material culture. Okay. What is non-material culture? It refers to the non-physical ideas. Kasi kaya nga non-material and non-physical ideas that people have about their culture, including beliefs, values, rules, norms, moral, language, organization, and institutions. Okay. For instance, the non-material cultural concept of religion consists of a set of ideas, beliefs about God. So pagka non-material, ito na yung mga hindi nakikita. Alin yung mga hindi na nakikita? Yung paniniwala. Di ba? Naniniwala tayo sa Diyos. Hindi na natin nakikita yon. Di ba? Ito, yun nga, beliefs, values, nakikita ba natin na ang ugali niyan So hindi na siya material, hindi na siya nakikita ng mata. Kumbaga nadarama na siya. Nadarama na natin. Okay, nakikita ba ng mata yung ugali mo? Hindi. Nadarama natin, naiisip natin, pero hindi natin nakikita. Okay? Yung hangin, 'di ba? Hindi natin nakikita pero nadarama natin. Yun. So, yun yung non-material culture. Refers to the non-physical ideas. So, paki-note ito at paki-memorize itong mga ito. Okay? Religion, morals, beliefs, ethics. Yan. Yan yung mga nagko-constitutes ng non-material. Okay? When considering non-material culture, sociologists refer to several processes that a culture uses to shape its members' thoughts, feelings, and behavior. Yun nga, ano ang nag-shape sa mga tao ng pag-iisip nila, ng pakiramdam nila, ng behavior nila. Yun yung culture. Okay? Four of the most important of these are symbols, language, values, norms. Ito, yung mga important na ito. Okay, sa non-material culture ito. Okay, four of the most important symbols are symbols, language, values, norms. Ulitin ko, symbols, language, values, and norms. Okay? Pagka sinabing norms, kaugalian. Pagka sinabing values, yun yung mga... Pagka sinabing norms kasi, parang ano din yan nagkakaparehas din kasi ang values and norms pero may pagkakaiba sila. Okay, so again, ituturo ko kung ano ang norm. Okay? Meaning. Pagka sinabing norm, yun yung kaugalian, yung parang sanay na tayo, ganun. Kunwari, norms. No, ano ang norms ninyo? O norms ninyo, lagi kayo nag-Facebook. Yun ang norms ninyo. Sanay na kayo doon. Ano pa ang mga kinasanayan ninyo? Okay? Sanay na kayo sa K-pop, ganun. Mga ganun. O, standard pattern, especially of social behavior that is typically or expected of a group. Okay. Pagka sinabi namang values kasi, ang values kasi naman, good siya. Good, positive side siya ang values. Okay? Pagka sinabing values, ito naman na yung mga positives like magalang, okay, marespeto sa nakatatanda, okay, sa kuya, sa ate, yun ang values, okay? Ayun siya, matulungin. Yun. Yan mga values. Pero yung norms naman, ano na to, good or bad na to. Pwedeng bad din to Yung mga nakaugalian na natin. O kunwari, nakaugalian na natin pagka nagbe-birthday, patayan, lasingan, ganyan. Sige, ganyan. So, norms yon. Whether good or bad, norm pa rin yun. Pero pagka values naman kasi, ano yan, yung mga positive sides yan. Okay? Wala namang values na ano, 'di ba? Wala namang values na masama. Okay, kaya nga good moral value conduct, mga ganun. So paano pa naging value kung kung masama naman? Okay, hindi siya value. So ang norm kasi nakasanayan na whether it is good or bad. 'Yun ang norm, okay? So proceed na tayo to anthropological perspectives of the self. Okay? Two anthropological perspectives of the self. We have egocentric, we have sociocentric. What is egocentric? Ngayon nyo lang narinig siguro ito, okay? Egocentric is a concept of self where the self is seen as an autonomous and distinct individual. Okay? Autonomous and distinct individual. Okay, magbibigay ako ng isang example ng egocentric. Pagka sinabing egocentric, parang sarili lang niya ang inaalala niya, ganun, yung kapakanan niya, ganun. Yun yung egocentric, ganun. Wala siyang pakialam sa feelings ng iba, yung feelings lang niya ang mahalaga. Yun ang egocentric kasi. Pagka sociocentric naman, according to this view, there is no intrinsic self that can possess enduring qualities. Okay? Okay. Bibigay tayo ng example ng sociocentric. Okay? Okay, pagka sinabing sociocentric, okay, oriented toward or focus on one's own social group, tending to regard one's own social group as superior to others. Okay, parang yung group ninyo, pakiramdam ninyo, parang superior kayo dun sa ibang group. Yun ang sociocentric. Okay? Superior ang isang grupo sa kabilang grupo. Okay, kunwari, grupo ko, mas magagaling kami kaysa sa iba. Ganon. Ganon ang sociocentric. Okay, so kunwari, feeling nyo kung mas magaling yung barkada ninyo kaysa kabilang barkada, yun ang sociocentric. Socially oriented yan. Ano pa ba ang sociocentric? Marami kasing definition ng sociocentric. Ito pa Concerned with or centered on one's own social group. So ano lang siya, parang kunwari, ano siya, ikaw, focus ka lang sa isang grupo. Dito lang ako, ayoko na sa ibang grupo. Okay. Mari, nahanap mo na kung saan ka belong ka sa group na ito. O dito ka na, ganun. Yun ang sociocentric. Kung nagko-focus ka na sa isang grupo, hindi ka papalit-palit na, nari, grupo ko ito, kinabukasan mag-away-away kayo, ibang grupo na naman salihan mo. Hindi ganun ang sociocentric. Ang sociocentric, once na nakapag-focus ko na sa isang group, forever ka na doon. Ganun. Depende kung hanggang pagtanda ninyo, magkakagrupo pa rin kayo. Pero ang ibig lang natin sabihin doon, nakafocus ka na sa isang grupo, hindi ka na humihiwalay. Okay? Okay, so three-phased rite of passage by Arnold van Gennep. Okay, three-phased rite of passage by Arnold van Gennep. Okay, ano yung mga phase na ito? Okay, number 1, separation phase. In this phase, people detach from their former identity to another. Ayun. Pagka-separation, yung mga tao daw nagde-detach sila from their former identity to another. Okay? Ito naman sa liminality phase. In this phase, a person transitions from one identity to another. Punta muna tayo sa separation phase. Okay? Punta muna tayo sa separation phase. Okay. Pagka sinabi kasi yung separation phase, yung itong phase na ito, yung mga tao, dating ugali nila, mahiyain. Okay? Mahiyain. Nung lumaki na sila, ayaw na nilang maging mahiyain. Yun yung separation phase. Okay? Yung former identity nila, nawawala na. From mahiyain to maboka o mabibo. Ganon. Okay, next, liminality phase. In this phase, a person transitions from one identity to another. Okay, anong pinagkaiba ng separation phase sa liminality phase? Sa separation phase kasi, nag-decide ka lang na iwanan na yung pagiging mahiyain. Iiwanan mo lang yon pagiging mahiyain. Okay? Wherein sa liminality phase, in this phase, a person transitions from one identity to another. Meaning, once na from mahiyain, umalis ka na, tapos, naging hindi ka na mahiyain. Okay, so, liminality phase, nasa liminality phase ka na nun. Okay, kasi nag-transition ka na from one identity to another. Okay, naging hindi ka na mahihain. Liminality phase yon. Again, yung separation phase, once na nag-decide ka lang na hindi maging mahihain, yun yung separation phase. Iiwanan mo na yung ugali mong yun. Ayaw mo nang maging masama. Ayaw mo nang ganito, ganyan. Okay, nung once na nag-decide ka na ganun ang gagawin mo, nasa separation phase ka na noon. Okay? Pero pag sa liminality phase naman, once after mo nang ma-acquire yung separation phase na okay, gusto ko na maging mabuti. Naging mabuti ka nga, from masama naging mabuti ka. Nangyari sa iyo yung liminality phase. Okay? Number 3, incorporation phase. In this phase, the change in one's status is officially incorporated. Okay. From separation phase, sa separation phase, nag-decide ako na ayoko na maging masama. Ayoko na maging masama. Separation phase. Gusto ko nang maging mabuti. Liminality phase kasi ka na. Ngayon, sa incorporation phase, gusto ko na maging mabuti forever. May forever In this phase, the change in one's status is officially incorporated. So, ayun na yun. Official ka na mabuting tao ka na talaga. Ganon. Okay? So, naintindihan? Okay. So, for now, ito muna. Ikakat ko muna itong video. Okay. So, goodbye for now. Okay? Take care.